In this video, I'm going to briefly show you the different search functions available within the machine ownership file from the first header screen of a work order. This really applies to internal building maintenance, or if you do know that the unit is registered in the system. To be clear, the system change does have some benefits, one of them being that you will no longer be required or have to, or even should, continue to type out the full make, model, and serial within the first header screen. You should only search from the machine ownership file to select your equipment, or go into the machine ownership file and verify if the unit is or is not there. And obviously, if it's not there after searching a couple different ways, then you would want to type it out, and that would be the only time required to type it out. So we'll go ahead and open a work order. Just for example purposes, I'm going to use our COD account. Now again, as you get to the first header screen, which is this screen right here that you're seeing, as you enter through, you want to stop at the customer equipment field. Normally, if it's a regular service call, customers calling and they don't have the unit, you would refer to the previous video where you would just simply go down to the make field, hit enter, and then hit escape. But for this, we're going to go ahead and hit F5 within the customer equipment field. You'll notice that the registered customer here is 14714, but I know that the unit is in the system, but it's not under this account. So if I were to enter, it's only going to show me units that are registered to this account. But again, I know this unit is not. So I'm going to hit escape. It's going to come back into this field. I'm going to hit F5 again. Now from here, I'm going to hit escape, and I'm going to change this to the customer that I know the equipment is registered to. Now you would just simply hit enter, enter. Now these are the miscellaneous units that I've set up for when a customer doesn't have an actual serialized unit, or if it's a miscellaneous repair or maybe training, that sort of thing. So from here, you would then just select your unit. I'm just going to select number 1 for multiple units being repaired. You will receive this prompt down at the bottom. It says machine not owned by this customer. Do you want to continue? You would hit yes, and now we can continue to open this work order just as any other ticket. Now I can go and hit escape here and go back up to the customer equipment field, hit F5 again. I can then go in and put any customer number, and it's going to give me the units for that customer. I can also, as you notice, I entered through that list of equipment. Now it comes up with a couple other search functions. I can not only search by machine, which will then populate a full make, model, serial. I can search by customer. I can search by the customer's equipment number, which may or may not be the same as the McCall equipment number, or I can search by serial. A lot of times we may just search by serial, especially if you're going to close the work order and you don't see the unit registered to that particular customer, because again, we don't want to be duplicating files. And this process could be potentially susceptible to duplicating multiple records. And that is something that we do want to avoid. So if you have any questions on any of this stuff, please send an email to Tim Kenny, and we'll review at that time. Thank you.